Hey everybody, Tyler Cruz here, also known as Always Dizzy. Going to start with puzzle streak of 41 before I play any games. Had a pretty tiring day today, so I don't know how this stream will go. And tomorrow's going to be very busy. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but we will see. I'll try to. I'm going to start at the 1 minute mark as I always do. Yeah, kind of need a little bit of a slowdown in my life. Okay. I'm just counting down until the 1 minute mark starts, which is about now. Let's go. Okay, so should be a mate in 2 here. And a mate in 2 or 3 or something. We are white. I should be quicker here. We are black mate in 2. Mate. I think I win the queen. And we have check. Falling asleep already. I'm not seeing it yet. Because I can go back to queen e5 check. Yeah, because if I go queen e5, king h3, then bishop d7, g5. Okay, I'm going to look at this one with the engine after. Yeah, and then I was thinking check. This ends too soon. You know, because, yeah, you have to see all of this. This is a bad puzzle for the rating. Downvoted it. So we have a check on g5. Picking up his rook. And we can give another check here. That just looks good. I don't quite know how I would finish that, but that looks pretty good. Then again, this is a mate in 2, so why complicate life? This picks up the knight, queen d6. Good enough for me. Check and mate. Falling asleep still. So can I take and then bishop d3? Should be good. And can I push? Most likely not. Oh, I can push. And can I take? All right, king f8, and I take the rook. We have bishop h6. Hello, Alberto Bijou. Sorry, big drink there. Yeah, so I have bishop h6. Picking up the rook would put me up not very much. I would have, I'd be, ooh. Hurt your head. Hang on. Dog hurt her head. Oh, you hurt your head? Be careful. Yeah, so if I go bishop h6, and then he moves the queen somewhere, even after I take the rook, black has 2 bishops for a rook, but we have 3 pawns, so probably white is a little better there, but is it enough? It's going to need to be enough because I really don't see anything else. So they give a check. I think I just go king h1. And I could take the rook now. But again, I'm not sure if that ending imbalance is enough. But it's going to have to be. Yeah, I don't like this puzzle. Oh, at the end here, we actually win another bishop, but I don't like that puzzle. Yes, that's correct. Just puzzles for now until I hit 41. Could be the whole stream if I screw up. Okay, so this wins the rook, I think. But then he can, yeah, that should be winning. Yeah, I think we're just taking here. Although I'm not quite so sure because there's a check here on g2. No, it should still be winning. Hello, Nebula. Oh, you never quit. Nobody quits chess. So we have knight f6. Right, if the king moves, we're taking the rook. Same thing here. So the only 2 options are for him to trade. Sorry, it's check. So he has to take. I think it's that simple. I don't know why they gave us this puzzle. Okay, we're down a piece. There's a fork on c7. Our knight is under attack. So I think it's probably starting with knight c7. If he takes on e5, I think I can still take the queen. Although, ooh, I'm not quite. Well, then he takes here. Then I will be equal on material. But I don't know if that's enough. I don't know. I'm skeptical about that. There's a check here. This is probably at queen b3. If e6 rather, then we can do the fork. But again, we're still down. This doesn't help us. This does not help us. We are already down a piece and we have a piece under attack. Although, no, I don't think that helps us. This is actually tricky. Yeah, so if I start knight c7 and then knight e5, then I can give a check maybe. That should be the antidote. That should refute knight e5. Okay, so therefore he would have to play queen d8. Then I have, there we go, that's the solution. Yeah, let me take it. That was a nice puzzle. Okay, check. If we go to the back rank, I'm taking the rook. Therefore, he has to go to one of these 2 squares. If he goes to e6, then rook c6 is mate. So he has to go to f6. You got to go. Thanks for stopping by. He has to go to f6, and I can maybe still give a check with the rook, and then he has king g7, and then we can take on e5. Yeah, so here we're going to take on e5. Okay, so mate in 2, I think. And what's going on here? We're down the exchange and a pawn. This is a little complicated. So how are we winning here? No, we're not down the exchange, but we have 2 pieces under attack, and we are down a pawn. This is really okay. So I guess I take here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's actually not that complicated, but a little complicated. This is mate. And I should be able to just take the knight. I don't know what type of puzzle this is. Okay, I think we have to take on c2, otherwise bishop b2. Okay. So maybe knight h4. And then rook h3. Okay, taking is always the answer, 99.9% of the time. And I think I just go after the a pawn. Maybe specifically to c4, right? And then by the time he comes in here, he is quick, but I should be quicker there. Barely. It's got to be taking, though. Yeah, and then I think it's king c4, but I will think here a little bit. But it's got to be king c4. I want to throw up. Oh my God. That's interesting. So king d6. Yeah, I mean, it'd be close. I thought there'd be no other way to win. I thought that's the only way. So I can't believe I got to start over. It sucks. But so, oh, I want to go king. Wow, king d4. If he comes here, we have this reserve tempi. And then, so what's the difference? And if he pushes h4, so why is this different? He's farther, because from, so I went to c4. Yeah, so he gets into d5. No matter what I do here, he's going to get into d5 when I'm on b4. But if I go king d4, wait, I'm confused already. When I'm on king c4, wait, what? I'm so confused. So if I play king e4, no, if I play king c4, yeah, it's my move. So is it because it's my move? Why am I so confused? No, what happened in the game? Or the puzzle. I went king c4, king d6. I don't know, guys. I'm so confused here. So this is the position we get in the game I played, and it's equal. But in this position, yeah, so I think here it's black's turn to move, which is so deceiving. Like, you would think it would be good for it to be black's move here. Right, so is that the difference? So this is the no. Where's the position in the game? Sorry, so this is the position in the game, and yeah. So 45 here, and then here. So it is the same position, but I think it's somebody else's turn to move. For some reason, I'm having... Yeah, so the correct way is for it to be black's turn to move here, which, again, it's the opposite of what you would think should be the case. And this is what I did in the game, but it's my turn to move, which I thought would be good, which is why I played king c4. But with my turn to move, I can't make progress. As soon as I move the king away from the d5 square, black will go to d5 and can draw here. I just kind of... I went with this because I thought no other move would be better. And we're both going to queen at the same time. But it wants me to go king d4, then king c4, because he can't... Okay, well, and if he wastes a move, then I get the opposition. And if he doesn't waste a move, he can't get... So it's subtle, and I think extremely underrated, but I did kind of learn something there, but I don't know if it'll stick. So I got to start over. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a long ways to start over here. Okay, that was embarrassing. Can I move the knight? What am I supposed to do here? Maybe here and then here. Oh, why do I have to do that right by the microphone? How come I can't do an 1100 rated puzzle? It's got to be... What is going on? So, what are we doing after this? Oh my lord. How did I not see that? Okay. Yeah. It's kind of funny because I said at the very start of the stream that I had a tiring day, and I am tired, and unfortunately it shows. I was hoping it wouldn't. But I think as you get older, when you're tired, it really, yeah, it does show more. So can he take on d4? I think it takes bishop on f4. And should just be good here. Mate and I think I have bishop d6 at the end. Take, check, and then at least I think I do. There's a fork. It's going to need to work. Well, you would think we would once again fork here. That was a dumb puzzle. There should be mate in 2 or 3. This is forcing. Mate in 2. And bishop b3. Check. And it's almost an Anastasia's mate. Could then go check here. Doesn't do it. So could I check bishop h2? Yeah, it's. I can only see check on g3, king g1. But that's just repeating. Maybe I'm just taking the rook after. Maybe I'm not giving mate. Check and then just taking. There's f7. But I think I can go rook f8. I don't know. I'm hoping that works. Okay. I don't like that one either for the rating. I should pick up the queen. Hello, Saeed. Okay, is this good enough? Because my king is very active here. I'm picking up this pawn. Mate in 1. Can't I queen here? Take this one or this one? Yeah, and then I have bishop b6. Okay, we have a breakthrough here. It has to be this one, not this one, because he can just play h3. Or wait, no, the problem is he can take, so it has to be f3. We need to catch that. And grab this one. And push. So we have the queen. Probably take the rook. I don't see the problem there. And can we sack the queen? Because we can get this one out and then we can come back. Okay. Check. Takes. Yeah, I want the queen to ultimately go to d6. So take, check, and I think I get the queen here. Because either if he goes to b8 or d8, I'm giving this check. So I think this works. So why would we not take on f1? I don't see why we wouldn't. And I can pick up his other rook here. Why is it so loud outside? But yeah, we're going to take this. We have a lifeline here. Should be good. And stream is still dead. Saturday, is it Saturday? Today's Friday night. It was a later stream, to be fair. Well, I just noticed that we have a rook. So if he takes, then is this mate? Is there a mate there? Check takes, maybe check here. Same deal. Yeah, so probably to f8. Then after knight h7, where's my mate? Oh, it's a fork. I have to worry about back rank though. Check. But I'm going to be in the way, so that is going to be it. And if he blocks, then so maybe it's not, so, check, and if a rook d8, can I take, yeah, and then I can take, okay. How to start? I think I can just take on f8. What's going on here? Down the exchange and a pawn. No, just down the exchange. Stream is still dead. I've got no clue. Oh, it's got to just, yeah, it's just got to be this. I'm not even going to calculate the rest. It just has to be. Okay, at least that's the idea. And I think we're just taking that knight. Right, we're going to have 2 minors for the rook. That was a weird response. Superfluous knights. I think we're just trading off the rook and then taking this knight. Superfluous knights, they were both under attack, so they were ready to go. I think it was just check and then mate. And we are black. Should be winning. Right? My king is pretty damn... Oh, wait. I am black. This is my king. Wow, I thought this was my king. Okay, let me get my bearings. So king c3. Rook moves somewhere. Maybe here to hang on, and then I can just escort this. I mean, how could it not be king c3? This just allows checks, and I don't see how we're progressing. And I think I'm just playing b4. His king is cut off. He could go after my g-pawn, but I'm pretty quick here. Okay, so my pawns are very advanced. I can almost sack here already. it's almost good enough to do. Sorry. I've got a dog under the desk, and she's tapping in her sleep with her paw. Okay, so yeah, so takes, and push on c3. Right, if king e2, I can push again, which is insanity. Really insane. So here I think I'm just, again, pushing c2. Yeah, crazy that works, but okay. We are down a minor piece. We can get a fork. But he could, yeah, and then if he recaptures, I take again, and then I take the knight, and I'll be up a piece. That should be correct. Yeah, so we take here, take the knight. Okay, 34, making progress. So we have a check. Then we could trade queens. Could I then go rook a4? There's a5. But he has no good checks. I think a5. No, he's got queen b7. No, I'm hitting the rook. So I think after rook a4, he has to play a5. And then I can take on b5 there. And he still has no good checks. So I think that's going to be it. I think we're just taking here. Yeah. Okay, we are black. She's really going crazy here. So we have a fork here. He could go to d2. But then I've got this check. Okay, king and pawn ending. Can you guys hear that in the background? Can you hear all of that? Okay, so king d6. And white is in zugzwang, I think. Oh, there's king c4. But then after c6, okay, I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. It's got to be this. Yeah. So first of all, this has to be the move, because any other move, I'm going to to e5. And then I'm going here to f6. Or else I'm going here. So this has to be forced. And then I'm assuming f6. If he doesn't take, if he goes back to e4, could I then play b5? Or do I want to take? Because he might be in zugzwang again. Take, so check, takes. Yeah, he'll be in zugzwang there. Then I go b5. So I think it's boom, boom, f6. And if he comes back, I'm taking. Now, if he takes on, or sorry, c6, not f6. So if he takes on c6, I'm assuming we recapture. And if he comes back to e4, I'm not sure if I can triangulate there. But I don't see any other solution. And I'm not sure if we're doing b5. Probably. Okay. We're going to do this. Oh my lord. Saeed got it. So this Oh, I didn't. For some reason, I thought he's going to go to e4. Oh my lord! I thought he was going to go to e4, and even that's equal. I missed a step here. b5. If he doesn't take it, I'm taking it, and then this falls. So he has to take, and then yeah, I should have seen that. Shame on me. Sorry guys, I got to start over again. This is going very poorly. I mean, I almost had it there. I don't know. I had a brain slip. Unfortunately. Okay, let's take that. I got to start over. I mean, yikes. Why was I not more careful? I was so close to the end. Queen takes, and then what? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm even having to think about. Okay, get the king active. Lifeline. King active. King active. Whoa! Oh, shit, man. A split second after letting go. I wish I had thought longer. I'm just, yeah. So, and now we're at the point where I'm just frustrated from, like, I'm just frustrated, period. And then I'm not being careful anymore. That's where we're at. And then I usually just die from here. I just lose my patience here. G4 or C4. How is this 1100? It's got to be C4, and there's no way this should be 1100. Okay, I'm cranky. Cranky now. Free rook. Hang on, dog wants to go. Yeah, you can go out now. Hey, you sleep. I'm a bit worried. Sorry, there's a dog. Okay, good. She went to the couch. Good. I was worried she had to go to the bathroom. I don't want to take her for a walk at 10 p.m. Okay, so yeah. Sorry, distracted here. So, okay, I would like to get this over with so I can play a game. I am tired of puzzles. I've done enough puzzles. I don't want to do any more puzzles here. We are black. Well, both work. Hang on a second. The heck is this? What the heck is this about? I think I have more pawns though, so I think I can just take the queen. I'm only up one pawn though. Is it really just playing up a pawn? That's a terrible, terrible. Guys. Okay, I gotta focus. Sorry, this has to be painful to watch. It's painful to experience. Can I go check, take, check? Fork. Check. Boom. Is this mate? Check. Oh my God, guys. I just can't slow down. What did I miss here? Oh God. It's just I'm just tired of the puzzles, and I don't want to slow down. And I should slow down. I 100% should slow down. But I just can't because I just want to be done with them. I'm just doing them so quickly, which is the exact opposite of what I should be doing. I think we're just taking here. I didn't even see this rook. Ah, freak. Okay. I'm not. How come? Why? What's going on? Okay, let me slow down for a second. What's even going on? What is even going on? Okay, I really need to think. Just, you screwed up. You screwed up many times. You got to start over. You can't fast track it. You got to start over properly. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. You got to start over. It's not a speed run. You have to start over properly. It's so unforgiving. You got to get 41 in a row, and like no mistakes. Not even one tiny little mistake is not going to be allowed here. Okay, don't go too quickly. So we have a check mate there, and this wins the queen. Don't go too quickly unless you know what you're doing. Don't go too quickly. That should win a piece. You know, verify. Start verifying again. This wins the exchange. Can I do better than the exchange? We have a check, winning the queen, mate in 2, I guess. Don't go too quick. Don't go too quick here. Don't go too quick. Take your time. Get the rook behind the pawn. Push. should be able to take. What's this? Did we literally, is this a different puzzle? I mean, I think it is a little different, but it's exactly the same. That was crazy. Okay, mate in 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. We are white. Don't go too quick, man. Verify. So check, he comes in, and then is this mate? No. He's got 1 square, and then I win the queen after rook f7. Actually, that's mate, I think. So we can take and then win this pawn. Don't go too quick. So there is a check and then a fork. We can take and then win the bishop. Okay, don't go too quick. Mate in 2. Okay, see, I feel like I'm going a little too quick. So we have this here. No, actually, we have a bishop. We have a bishop. And this should be mate. Don't go too quick. So we're down a pawn. So can I take the rook? If he gives me check, you know, if he takes on e2, then I can just take it with my king. So it should be good there. And we are black. Stream's still dead. I think some people, they stop by, they see I'm still doing Puzzle Streak, and then they leave until I play games. That's what I feel happens. So can I just go for a queen down the H file? He's threatening maybe knight e7. No, he can't. It's going to take him time to do that. I don't think he's threatening anything here. Maybe taking on b5. But yeah, but I think he's a little slow. I'm going for this. Okay, we have bishop d5. He has a couple of checks. If he checks us with the bishop, we should be able to just move. And if he checks us with the pawn, we can just take it. I don't see the problem. So I think we're just, well, we only have one legal move. And, well, we take. Okay, so probably putting the knight to g5 should be good. We're down a full rook. If d6, I can still come in there. So, yeah, I don't see how he stops this other than giving up the queen. We are black. It really helps when I think instead of just playing, like letting my hand play. Really goes a lot better. Okay, so we are black. Can I get a queen? I'm not so sure. I think he has to play rook f1. And then I think he's okay there. So maybe we give a check first and then we go f2. So rook e2, right? King probably goes to d3 and then we play f2. f2. He goes rook f1. Your first ever cake. So I don't ever make muffins or cakes or baked goods because they're so cheap to buy. I think it's almost cheaper than the ingredients themselves. But then you can control what's in it, which is true. And of course, it probably tastes better home cooked. But the price, though, it's like cheaper to buy it pre-made, and then you save like 3 hours. Okay, where was I here? Yeah, I was thinking rook e2, and then pushing, and then after rook f1, bishop g2, which is still tight because he could maybe sack this one and then push here, but I feel like I should be winning. Yeah, I should be winning here. You're going to try adding eggs today. You mean you're going to make it again? You're going to make a second cake already? Seven times they sell. Yeah, I don't know, because like here you can get a cake, a small little personal cake for $4. And it's going to be cheaper if you make it yourself, but not much cheaper. Like, it's not worth the time. It's probably cost like, I don't know, $2 of ingredients, maybe $2.50. So here it's maybe twice as much as the cost of ingredients. But the cleaning and the cooking time, it's not worth it for me. It's not worth it. Okay, so anyways, what is going on? If I attack his queen, it doesn't really seem like it makes much sense. Maybe I can go here, knight b3. I don't know if that's enough because we're down a pawn already. Plus he's hitting a7 actually. So that doesn't work. Saeed, please don't suggest moves. You should know this. Yeah, please do not suggest moves. Yeah, but here I think he can just take on a7. Although I'm still not sure about that because I still think I end up a pawn. But if I end up a pawn, it's still not enough. I need something bigger. I already looked at rook e8, but he can just move the queen anywhere. I'm not really threatening much. It still doesn't work because of bishop a7. Yeah, I like it because I hit the rook, but I think at best I win a pawn. I could attack the queen, but I think he can just move the queen. But then I'm hitting the bishop again. Oh, yeah. I don't think he can protect the light squared bishop. He can't protect both bishops, I don't think. Yeah. And yeah, I think we're taking here. Okay, that took longer than I wanted. We're down a pawn. Just a mate in one? No, it's not mate in one, but then we win the bishop. This should win the bishop. Actually, was that mate at the end? I can't remember. Okay. Can I attack the pinned piece? Rook d2. I think it's rook d2. Oh, I didn't see this. I mean, we just moved the king, but I should have at least seen this. We are white. equal material. I think the queen is overloaded. Yeah, take here, and then take here, and then take here. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Equal material again. It looks like a woodpecker puzzle. Queen. Oh, it's because queens are hitting my knight, though. I was going to suggest this first and then do something. Queen g5 could be a move. I'm threatening mate and perhaps more because a discovery. So queen g4 is looking kind of nice. How does he deal with both threats? I don't think he can. And we are black. I think I can just take and then push. Take. Maybe not. But maybe I have time for this? Or can I just push D2 right away? Yeah, it's got to be that. D2 right away. And then, so rook e7, king f1. And then here, could that be it? Could that really be it? Then I double up. Because if he takes a pawn, it's mate. And if he doesn't take the pawn, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, so he just lets this happen. Okay, I'm happy with that one. We are black. The only thing we have to worry about is this. But yeah, check, his king comes in. We block him. He pushes, but it's not going to work. And can I take and take? Doesn't look like it. Okay, yeah, I think it might be this. So boom, boom, boom. If he goes to G's, sorry, here. So if he goes to G7, it's gotta be taking the rook though. Takes, king G7. Just realized I could take his bishop. So maybe I'm just happy with, yeah, it was 2 rooks and a knight. Yeah, okay, I think we're just happy with that. Okay, we are black. Check. He can't take, oh, he can take with the queen. Maybe here then. No, he can't, he can still do it. I'm trying to get the queen away from this knight here. There's also, this is interesting because if he takes with a queen, is this mate? No, it's not. A lot of options. Okay, yeah, but here you would think. The problem is, even if I win the knight, I'm only up a pawn, but it is a discovered attack. Like, yeah, so I think you would have to take. And then if I don't know, I don't think that works. Did this do anything? Oh God, I don't want to start over. I'm so close to the end. So close to the end. Yeah, if we go take, check. Oh, maybe that's it. And then we have rook d2. So it might be taking, yeah, so taking on e2 and then queen c1. And then here. Still kind of close. But yeah, that might be the best option here. And he has no good way to attack our queen, I don't think. Maybe he does. No, I don't think he does. So I think this is it. Yeah, and then check. Yeah. Okay. We are white. So obviously we have this, but I mean, we can win a pawn. We can win a pawn. So you know what? We simply stop the escape square. Nothing. He can't prevent rook a3. Simple as pie. Let's just verify. I mean, nothing to lose. Okay. So, might as well look at the most forcing move. I kind of want to take with the bishop. So I'm going to look at that. If he gives us a check here, I should be able to take it. And nothing has really changed. So I think I want to go bishop h3. If he goes king g1, then it's mate. If he moves the rook, so well, he can't do that. But if he does, then check here, and maybe go. Yeah, that doesn't quite work. But okay, so kind of interesting if he moves the rook. What was he planning here again? I already forgot. I think check. I can't even do that actually. So okay, so I got to look at this again. So king g1, king g1. Maybe it's not taking on h3. Yeah, I didn't realize his queen was covering g5. Okay, so I'll look at this again. Check. So maybe I'm taking on f3. Because if it was my move, then it's mate in 2. So maybe I go ef. Can he take, though? I think he can. This is actually pretty tricky. Queen h3, king g1. And then I take... Oh, maybe that's it. Bing, bang, boom. That's got to be it. It was actually not tricky at all. I'm just stupid. I'm just stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, that was actually very obvious, and I just couldn't figure it out. Okay, so I think I'm just taking on A2. It's a free rook. So that was weird. And well, we have to take. And now this is very interesting. I'm not sure if we're taking here. And I can't bring the king back because he takes here. So we have to play A4 probably. A4, if he pushes B3, I'm coming in. So he has to play here, and then I've just got a protected pass pawn. So last one. Ooh, perseverance. Over an hour in. We are black. There's a fork here, so I think it might be check and then a fork. So he can't go. He actually has this though. But his knight's hanging. Yeah, so I think it's this check. If he comes in here, I'm taking his knight with the pawn or the knight. And so he has to hit my rook. Wait, I am so stupid. I didn't even realize. Okay, shit. Okay. I didn't even realize he can just take that. So maybe it's check then. So here he needs to stay on my knight or my rook again. So I think king e3. But then I'm hitting his rook. So I think it's rook d4. Yes, he can get active, but I don't think it's enough. So check. He needs to stay on the rook to have any meaning in life. And then we just take his knight here. With the knight. What are you doing? I honestly can't believe I screwed up the last one. Why didn't I not spend 5 more seconds on it? That's surprising, though. I just assumed this is winning. Oh, my God. I can't believe I have to do this again. I just assumed that this is winning. I just assumed. I'm still a little surprised this is not winning. But he's going to grab a pawn here. That's what... I didn't see king b5. Or even if I bring in the king, then... Oh, that's... I think the computer played ugly on this one. Sorry. Come on. Move the right... So yeah, so we just take here. I'm not happy with that one. That's devious. And the reason it's only 1900 is because people, they're probably 50-50, right? On how people recapture. I don't like that one for that reason. I got to start over. I was 1 away from finishing. Yeah, I'm really not happy with that at all. I can't believe I got to start over. Like, that is really utterly ridiculous. That was kind of a trick one. Well, piece is always good. Can't believe I have to use this again. Seriously. I feel like that wasn't even my fault, but I mean, it was obviously, but it's just such a, what an unfair, it felt unfair. That's what it felt like. An unfair puzzle. Okay, can't I just get a queen? Do we have a problem with just getting a queen? I mean, every move seems like it's winning, but let's just go the fastest route. Don't like that puzzle one bit. So I can give a, we defend the rook here. Black, we are black moving up the board. Check. Checkmate. We protect this queening square. Kind of an I was going to say kind of like an Anastasia's mate, but not quite. Check and then check. Actually, I forgot about this one. Oh, okay. Picks up his bishop. Mate. We need access here, I think. If he pushes, we should be able to come back in time. Some of these are slightly underrated, I feel. So if he takes, what are we doing? I feel like I don't even care anymore. I don't even know how I missed that. Okay. I do care. I do care. But what I meant by that is I've given up the, like, I don't think I'm going to hit the 41 tonight. Is what I meant. Just one of those days. It was an extremely busy day for me. Or it wasn't busy. It was tiring. I had a very, very tiring day. And as I say, tomorrow's going to be even more tiring. I think we're better here. Win the rook. Okay, can I focus? Will I be able to focus here? We are white. Hear me roar. We check first. What's it called? Kill box. Love me some kill boxes. Hang on a second. Check. Because here it's mate, here it's mate. Wow. I just realized I have a queen. And I just pushed it there without even thinking. That's what got me into trouble in this first place. Check. Yeah, should be good. Can't believe I got to 40. Man. Oh boy. Get the fork. Mate. Okay, guys, I think... Okay, this is the last attempt, because this is just getting annoying. This is the last attempt, and then I'm giving up. I can't remember the last time I gave up, but I've had enough. I've had enough. So this is, if I screw, this is, it's all or nothing now. I can't afford to screw up again. I've had enough. We have a fork. Is that good enough? He's threatening mate, but we're going to take the queen with check. Because this just seems equal to me. Oh no, I'll be up a... No, yeah, that just seems equal to me. I'll be up a pawn. So is this is just a bad puzzle. Let's get the king in. All right. Should be better there. Weird that he didn't play that. Can I just take? And push. We are black. We are white. I can win the rook here. Should be good enough. Just a mate in two. Okay, so mate in one. Zug. Superfluous knights. Which one do we take? I think this one, because I don't want him taking with check. Oh, no, wait. Well, no, I guess I could technically take here, and then we have rook e8. So if he takes here, though. So no, we're going to, yeah, we're going to do it this way. No, wait. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do it this way, and then rook e8. We are white. I don't think it's pushing. Although maybe it is. Although even then, I don't know about that. I mean, possibly. He has to play. I mean, unless he's mating me here. Which I don't think he is. So maybe I am pushing. And then he has to play rook e8. And then I can win the exchange a couple of different ways. But I'm up a pawn in the exchange. But then I'm losing this one. I don't think that's enough. think I need more. I think I need more. So maybe I'm giving a check. Now if he captures... That doesn't help. He controls the queening square there. So that doesn't help. Maybe it is just... I feel like this is not enough. I have a feeling like that's not enough. Boom, boom, boom. Takes. I don't think that's enough. Is it rated 1600? If this is the solution, I hate the puzzle. I really hate it. Saeed, okay, I'm going to time you out now. And this might not be the first time I've warned you. So I'm going to give it 30 minutes. I mean, I've said it 100 times. Do not suggest moves in the chat. Okay, fortunately, I don't see what you actually wrote. But, I mean, why can't people... I think I had to time him out before. I can't remember if it was him or not. I mean, the rules are pretty clear. Don't suggest moves. Jesus. Yeah. If he does it again, it's just the timeout's going to be longer and longer. I'll make it like 2 hours next time, or even longer. Day. I'll make it a day next time. Okay. So E7, Rook E8. I mean, sorry. Yeah. Rook E8. I don't know. I keep looking at this, but I just feel like I don't know if that is enough. So I have to look at like a follow-up move there. I mean, I'm taking the other pawn, but I don't know if there's something just much simpler here. I'm going to play this, so it's wrong. Okay, so it is this line here. Check. And then I thought he can just move the knight to cover. Oh my lord, I missed bishop e4. And if he goes this way, I can just take it. I missed bishop e4. Okay, guys, I am going to end it there. This is not a good feeling because I almost never give up on these. I'll keep going until I do it. But I don't know. Today, I don't think I have the willpower to go through it again. And I think my brain isn't really focused. So I'm really disappointed with this stream. I apologize. I didn't even get to play a single game. Honestly, it feels bad. I got to 40 and then I mean, maybe I should continue. If two people say I should continue, I'll continue, but I don't know. Oh man, I can't believe on the bubble at 40, I messed it up. Yeah, that particular puzzle was very deceiving. So I think that'll be it for me today. Probably 60% chance I'll stream tomorrow. I just realized today's Friday the 13th. Today's Friday the 13th. That's why I couldn't do it. That's why. It's not because I suck. It's because it's Friday the 13th. Okay, you guys. Again, sorry I didn't play any game today, but that's how it goes. That's my penalty for sucking. So 60% chance I'll be streaming tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.